Okay, this is Mr. J, and this is Naming Ionic Compounds Worksheet 1. So you are to give the name of the following ionic compounds. I'll do a few of these. You need your periodic table, that's for sure. You need your polyatomic ion chart, and that'll do it. So ionic compounds are metals and nonmetals combined here. Metals plus a nonmetal. Okay, so one thing you have to understand with ionic compounds is that we are not using prefixes like covalent compounds. Okay, no prefixes. So let's get down to naming. Here we have Na, which is sodium, so we're going to just write the name sodium. And then we have here the polyatomic ion. You can find that in your polyatomic ion chart. That's carbonate, so you just have to write the name of the polyatomic ion, and your compound is sodium carbonate. We have number 2, sodium again, so you just write the name of that first element, sodium. OH is another polyatomic ion, that's hydroxide, so you just write the name of the polyatomic ion. Number 3, we have magnesium, which is easy. Most people can recognize that symbol. And then Br is bromine. Therefore, we have to add IDE on the end of that whenever you see just an element there. And so it becomes magnesium bromide, the IDE on the end. And then we've got a couple of interesting ones. Number 5, we know that Fe stands for iron, but it is a transition metal, and so we have to have parentheses there. And we're going to finish this off by putting chloride here, because Cl is chlorine. We have to add IDE on the end of that. And the number that goes in parentheses is going to be Roman numeral 2. The reason is that chlorine has a -1 charge, but there's 2 of them, and so the overall charge in the chlorine is -2. To balance that out, to make it a net charge of 0, we have to put +2, and that would be for the iron, and therefore we put a 2 in Roman numerals in parentheses, iron 2 chloride. Same thing down here with the zinc, and parentheses again is a transition metal. Hydroxide is OH, it's a polyatomic ion. You look on your polyatomic ion chart. And the overall charge is a -2 total over here because hydroxide has a charge of -1. And therefore, to make an overall charge, net charge of 0 for this compound, zinc would have to be a +2, and so we put a Roman 2 in parentheses. Okay. Down at the bottom, we have some simple compounds, giving the formulas. Sodium is a +1. Phosphorus is a -3, phosphide and phosphorus, see. So it's going to take 3 sodium plus 1 charges to equal a -3 phosphorus. So we have to write Na for sodium, but we need 3 of those. So we can put a 3 right there. And then phosphide is P, phosphorus, and there you go, Na3P. So down here, I think they're all pretty much the same way. You have to know the charges on all of these. You have to know your charges for your polyatomic ions. You have to know your charges for your regular elements. Anyway, there you go. Naming how to write and give names for different compounds. Okay, good luck.